did ask him not to preach, but it is his house, so he can say whatever he wants. We want to make sure that you understand that there are elected officials involved, there are community leaders involved, there are civil rights activists involved, and then there are parents on the grassroots level involved. You've read a lot lately about the city council's role, and Shea Flinn is here from the city council, as well as Harold Collins, and Shea has a few comments he'd like to make right now.
Thank you, Commissioner Malone, and thank y'all for all being out here. Everyone, Ms. Smith, it is an honor to stand next to you again, fighting for better education for our entire community. Because we can all agree that the entire country has begun to recognize that the problems in urban education are actually I mean, you can go so far as to say a clear and present danger to our country. We have to fix these, and we can fix these. You know, the debate on this so far has centered on the fear of what's going to happen, how scary change is. The quote that I've most often found myself saying in public service is one from former Senator Kennedy. He said, "Progress is a nice word, but at its root is change, and change is scary, and change has its enemies." And you'll see that in the weeks to come on this issue. But it's also been famously said about our community that we have more churches here than gas stations. If we have that many churches, how can we have so little faith in our future? There are 105,000 students in the Memphis City school system, about 40,000, 45,000 in the county school system. That's 150,000 children who have the right to the best education we can provide. I think we can all agree that what we've been doing hasn't been working. And I want to say that despite the fear, despite the chaos, this is a scary time, but that's where we're going to find the greatest opportunity. This is an opportunity for us to build a 21st century urban education system in our community. We can be a light for our country to lead us to the next level. That's what we're working here. The fundamental bedrock of our country is that the citizens have a voice. We are not spectators to our government. And that's why we've started this petition. Give them the voice, give them the vote. And when this vote happens, let's not talk about fear. Let's talk about facts and possibilities. The fact is, we can have a centralized system that breaks down into different zones based on commonalities of the people living there. That diversity is a noble goal, but personal responsibility is what's going to get that done. The choices that people make, the neighborhoods they choose to live in, a lot of that stems from education. We can give everybody better accountability on the local level, the neighborhood level, better control on the neighborhood level, not just for the citizens of Memphis, but for the citizens of Shelby County, the Shelby County suburbs as well. This question, this petition asks, comes down to a lot of different things. Some of them are very complex. Some of them you need highly advanced legal training and legal experience to understand. But the ultimate question being put before the voters is simply one. Can we do better? I believe we can. Also, what path are we going to choose? Are we going to choose to forever be a community that separates itself, or are we going to be a community that unites itself? There's legislation that allows for a special school district to be dissolved at the request of the Election Commission by 25 voters. We have been circulating this petition. At this time, the Election Commission is currently evaluating the form of the question to make sure it is proper. Later on today, we'll be turning in the signatures. We only need 25. We have over 70 already, and we're still collecting. This vote will happen. The people will be given a choice. They will be given a voice. I concur with Chairman Chisholm. I think they're going to vote to choose a better way. Then it's going to be incumbent upon all of us as a community, as political leaders, to execute a plan that makes it better. And the more we stop fear-mongering, the more we start agreeing, finding our common areas of interest on where we can agree, the farther we can take this process. So thank y'all all for being out here. It's going to be an interesting time in the weeks to come, but we don't have to be scared. We can be hopeful. Thank you.